Let's get smashed, folks. Hey there, I am the Mighty Plantain, and we are looking tonight at Smirnoff Ice Smash. Strawberry and lemon, 8% alcohol by volume. This is a premium malt beverage. I don't know what makes it a premium malt beverage versus a regular malt beverage, but this caught my eye. I mean, look, it's got the pink and yellow, and then if you go over here, it's yellow and pink. Caught my eye as I was walking through, I think it was Walmart the other day, because I hadn't seen this before, and I remember little Smirnoff Ice back in the day. Malt beverages were a new thing. Smirnoff Ice was actually the first one that really caught on. After that was Bacardi. I don't even remember the name of the Bacardi one. The Bacardi something. But what we used to do is we Smirnoff Ice. It was an alternative to beer, but it wasn't quite hard liquor. And it was okay. It was kind of delicious. It did have a slight citrusy flavor. Probably not as much as this will because it's lemon and strawberry. But it had this weird, slight citrusy flavor. And it was like this cloudy, white, clear white beverage. It was just something different besides liquor and beer. And I mean, like, not craft beer, but just plain old beer, local American mass-brewed beer that we were all used to back then. So we used to get the Smirnoff Ice, and it was a nice change-up once in a while, but eventually you'd switch to hard liquor or mixed drinks after one or two of these, or maybe you'd get tired of paying the price for a Smirnoff Ice and you'd just switch back to beer. Come on. You guys who are about my age, you girls too, probably remember those days. But we got tired of Smirnoff Ice. Things progressed. You'd order a Smirnoff and Jack, and what that meant was you'd get a Smirnoff Ice, the bartender would have you take a couple of sips out of it until the neck was empty, and then they'd pour a shot of Jack in it. And some people did that with rum, but most people did it with whiskey. And that was good for a while. But then we all graduated to fucking hard liquor. We grew a pair. Now we're looking at craft brews, all kinds of different beers, lots of different stuff out there. Great liquors. The variety of ways to get drunk is, compared to what it was when I was young, it's huge. There's tons of liquors out there, tons of variety, tons of different beers in the marketplace. So, of course, Smirnoff Ice, I've seen they've released a couple of different new flavors, but come on, they're all pussy drinks now. For those of us hardcore, veteran drinkers, Smirnoff Ice is child's play. So, of course, we're not going to Smirnoff Ice Grape, Smirnoff Ice Mango, Smirnoff Ice Passion Fruit, Smirnoff Ice Durian, or whatever fucking exotic fruit they're throwing at us these days. But this big-ass can with the big pink and yellow logo, Smirnoff Ice Strawberry and Lemon, that caught my attention. And I said, you know what? Let's give it a shot. It's not that expensive either. I believe this is at least 24 ounces. 23.5 ounces, so I was a little bit off. Anyway, for me, this is kind of a return to my roots while trying something a little different, because I have resisted the urge to check out all the different iterations of Smirnoff Ice until now, because this big motherfucker got my attention. Oh, I can smell the sweetness from here. Oh, this is going to be a fruity pussy drink. And I say pussy drink with utmost respect for those of you who are just starting out in your drinking careers, can't handle real beer and real liquor, and have to have the sweet, fruity crap. But Smirnoff Ice Smash. Something's missing. Something that implies actual smashing. Haha. Yeah, we're going to break out the old Hulk gloves. Now, you've seen these. These are from back in the day before they made the Hulk glove that had the individual fingers. And I'm talking about the officially licensed toys that had the actual flexible fingers. There used to be a nice big solid, bigger than this actually, chunky, lighter green Hulk fist. It was made out of foam, had a plastic handle you could grab onto inside of it, and a little electronic device. You could flip the switch and it would, Hulk smash, and then it would make breaking down the wall noises. This is, I had one of those. I had a pair of those, and I did a similar, made a similar project out of them. I'll tell you what the project was in a minute. This is from the second generation of Hulk fists. Still a solid chunk of foam rubber or whatever the hell this is. But it had like a cloth strap inside for you to grab onto, and it didn't have the electronics. But we made holes in them. I don't know what happened to the first set of big green veiny Hulk fists that had the holes in them. And the electronic noise maker. Those have been lost to the sands of time somewhere in several moves that I made. But this pair, not that I could find the other one tonight, but just this one. This pair has survived and it's here. So we are going to take advantage of that hole. As far as I understand, you can buy these things as coolers now. Now, granted, they're not green, they're blue and red and shit, because people don't want to get sued by Marvel and now Disney, because Disney will sue you just for having anything that looks vaguely like Mickey Mouse. Man, wow, I am ranting and rambling. Okay, Hulk Fist for the Smash drink. I mean, you can see the color. It's obviously a nice ruby red. Somewhat effervescent. Clear, you can see through it. I'm getting more strawberry than lemon in the aroma. Oh man, that's got a light mouthfeel. It's going down easy. This actually reminds me mostly of the original Smirnoff Ice and that weird, slightly citrus, but just not quite boozy flavor. There was always this odd bitterness to it that hovered on the point of being a chemical tang, and I'm getting a lot of that. So this is pretty much the same beverage, but with a finish that's got a bit of citrus and a bit of berry sweetness. Yeah, I guess I can put my finger on it as as strawberry. Honestly, if you remember what the original Smirnoff Ice tasted like, and I think you can still get it today, even with all the different flavors. I think the original Smirnoff Ice is still around. This reminds me of that. Slightly more citrusy, with a bit of strawberry flavor in the finish. So, not bad. Not bad. Not great. Not bad. But for those of you who can't bring yourselves to drink beer, but don't need to be drinking hard liquor all night because you can't handle it, this is probably a great choice. I'm looking at you people who used to drink Bartles and James wine coolers. I'm looking at you, college students, who are away from home for the first time and have never been heavy drinkers or drinkers at all. I guess ultimately what I'm trying to say is I don't hate it, but I'm kind of embarrassed to admit that I actually like it, but I don't like it that much. This is a training wheels drink, folks. And the word smash definitely belongs in its description because it goes down smooth enough that at 8% ABV, you are going to find yourself smashed a lot fucking faster than you thought you would. It is going down so easy for something that's almost on the level of an imperial beer. So, I guess ultimately, let's pick a rating for this stuff because it's a malt beverage, which technically classifies as a beer. Pardon. It is probably listed on Untapped. Excuse me. You'll notice I rate beers, wines, and the malt beverages. That's because the beers and the malt beverages are found on Untapped. You can find me on Untapped under the Mighty Plantain, by the way. And with liquors and other types of alcoholic beverages, I tend not to give it a numerical rating. I haven't quite found a great platform for it. Wines, yes, I do give them a numerical rating. I'm sure they're rated on a 1 to 5 scale on some app somewhere, or some social drinking app, some social drinking platform, but I don't know. I think I was trying to make a point, but Smirnoff Ice Smash kind of smudged that point for me. At any rate, I gotta give this a rating. I'm gonna give it a 3. 3 out of 5. Now, bear in mind, 2.5 on a 1 to 5 scale is average. I'm going to give it a slightly above average rating because I do prefer this over average beers. I do prefer it over crappy beers. At 8% ABV, anything that doesn't taste like it's 8% ABV is good, but it's also dangerous, which is what's holding me back from rating it a little higher. It's a decent beverage, but you got to be careful with it. This is going to fuck up some young people. This is going to fuck up some inexperienced drinkers. This is going to fuck me up. Because the first roughly 12 ounces are already gone. It's good. It's good. It's a piece of nostalgia for me. I like it. 3 out of 5. What's holding me back from rating it higher is that it is not an overly inspired drink. It's just sweet, fruity malt beverage. And it's kind of a sissy drink. That being said, it's a sissy drink that I will drink. So, alright. I'm done trying to justify that rating. 3 out of 5. For the reasons I mentioned. And love to hear from you about the Smirnoff Ice Smash. If you agree or disagree, hit me up down below in the comments, the email link. Let's talk about it. Love it when people disagree with me, but I listen when you I love it when people agree with me, But I listen when you disagree with me, and I'm more than happy to discuss it with you. Like I said, this is dangerous shit. While you're down there, make sure to like and share the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you liked what you saw. Those shares, though, those shares are more important to me than life itself. Not quite. That's just my inner attention whore coming out. But I do really appreciate the shares, because the shares get the word out about the channel, and it will help me grow the audience and maybe start making a couple of pennies a week off of this thing. So, in summation, 3 out of 5. I think I said why about 5 different times. 3 out of 5, but it is there's nothing wrong with this stuff. Again, 2.5 is average, so 3 out of 5 is above average. See, it's hitting me hard and fast. Again, I've had 5 beers before this. I did cleanse my palate with water in between each beer and before this, but those were average ABV beers. This thing's about 3% higher than the highest beer that I had earlier today. So this is nailing me pretty fucking hard. And I can see it doing that to any inexperienced drinker. Even an experienced drinker who gets a hold of one. So be careful with it, please. Be very, very careful. But also enjoy it, because it's sweet and delicious. It really is. Just critically, I can't go nuts about it. Anyway, that's enough. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's talk in the comments and the email link. Till next time, folks, thanks for tuning in. And don't be afraid to get smashed once in a while. Just don't fucking full on Hulk out. The bouncers don't like that. Cheers. I need to slow the fuck down after this.